Hello and welcome. This is your boy Jack here to do another reaction video. This time I'll be reacting to Five Finger Death Punch coming down. I did do a video with Dax, and I did do a video that Dax dropped called The Joker and talked about mental health, cyberbullying, and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? I got a recommendation from YouTube to listen to. What's it called? Five Finger Death Punch. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now. And coming down, so I was like, I checked, and apparently it has something to do with the same message. So I was like, you know what? Let's just continue with the theme, the motif, and see how that goes. I don't think I've actually heard of Five. I don't think I've actually listened to anything by Five Finger Death Punch. I definitely have heard of them. At least I do believe so, but I don't remember if I've actually ever listened to anything from them. With that said, I guess let's get this reacting party started. This is Five Finger Death Punch, and the track we'll be reacting to is called Coming Down. So, without further ado, let's get this reacting party started. Obviously, okay, I'm assuming this is more suicide than him actually attacking his family. The reason why I even made that connection is the fact that usually men kill themselves with guns, and women actually, at least that's what I read it somewhere, I'm not quite sure how accurate it is, and women tend to poison themselves whenever they try to commit suicide. So, yeah, men go for guns, women, poison. Oh, drugs. Overdose. Alright.
No!
Oh. Yep.
It's caving in around me. What I thought was solid ground. I tried to look the other way, but I couldn't turn around. It's okay for you to hate me for all the things I've done. I've made a few mistakes, but I'm not the only one. Step away from the ledge.
So something I would love to bring up, I guess. I guess I could say it's very interesting. I'm not interested. You know what? Comedians, from what I've seen, from what I've read, from what I've gathered, it's like the people who actually also survive, who actually suffer from suicide, are those who are actually the survivors, those who are actually around them. They're the ones who have to deal with the aftermath of suicide. And it is tragic and terrible to see what it actually does to those who actually care about the victims. It's like, once you commit suicide, it might be over for you, but it's hell for those who are actually around you, hell for those who actually care about you, hell for those who actually find you dead in that situation. It is horrendous, okay? So, if you find yourself in a situation like this, talk to someone. I do believe there are suicide hotlines you could call in. Talk to someone, please. What you're going through is tragic. It's terrible, but it shouldn't be the end of the world for you. Or at least you shouldn't look at it that way. Just get help. Speak to someone. Speak to anyone. And let them help you, you know? You've got to let it's not the end of the world until you make it the end of the world. I know things could get out of hand, out of control, but ultimately, I don't. That shouldn't be an option. At least I hope it should never be an option for you in general. Anyway, let's continue with the song.
I'm coming down. I could never be what you want me to. You pull me under to save yourself. You will never see what's inside of me. I pull you under just to save myself. Pull you under just to save.
Sorry. Please forgive me. Why did you do that? You want some? You are such a... Yep, cyberbullying. Yeah, I guess. It's like bullying of all kinds. Some people can't handle it, and it leads to people making tragic choices, and it's really annoying to realize that there are people out there who hide behind computers, phones, and stuff like that, and intentionally go out of their way to actually make someone else's life miserable just because their life is they're so pathetic. That's what I call it. They are pathetic to go out of your way to actually bully someone just because you can, which is why that Joker video by Dax is absolutely fantastic, because you end up becoming the person you pretend to be, or whatever the character that you portray. If you keep doing it over a certain time, even if you start out as a joke or whatever, you ultimately become that role if you keep playing it over and over and over again. So you act like a complete asshole behind the screen, you become that asshole in real life regardless. So yeah, it's really, really annoying, and I'm hoping that society will do something to mitigate this bullying and not make it seem acceptable. Usually that's the first sign.
How much I could take. You kept feeding me your bullshit, hoping I would break. Is there anybody out there? Is there anyone who cares? Is there anybody listening? Will they hear my final prayers? Step away from the ledge. I'm coming down. I could.
That's usually a sign. Once they start cutting themselves, they start giving up their prized possession, you know there's a problem in the horizon. So you guys out there who have people, you need to look out for those signs. It doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen, but pay special attention to people who start giving away their prized possession without, asking for anything in return.
Never be what you want me to. You pull me under to save yourself. You will never see what's inside of me. I pull you under just to save myself. It's caving in around me. It's tearing me apart. It's all coming down around me. Does anyone care at all? I will never be what you want me to. You pull me under. I pull you under.
at the animations, like the monsters are coming out from the keyboards, and then they're just ripping you to shreds and completely destroying everything about you. And it's like a slow poison. It's like eventually it's sudden. It just sucks the life right out of you until you are like, you know, just there, lying helpless and with no escape in sight. So, it's like there's a lot of things that society has to do in order to actually help people get through that, or at least mitigate the amount of mitigate bullying as a whole. I'm not quite sure how that, especially with this day of social media and instant communication, it's like it's very hard to actually deal with that. But I do believe, hopefully, in the next couple of years or whatever, there will be some sort of measure put in place to actually help minimize the devastation that comes with bullying.
I could never be what you want me to. You pull me under to save yourself. You will never see what's inside of me. I pull you under just to save
Oh crap, that was a happy ending. Yeah, one friend can save a life, that's true. I'm so happy that this didn't end the way I expected it to be. Yes, that's the National Suicide Prevention line. I do recommend if you're going through a situation like that, you do call that. I'm so happy that this is sort of a worst case scenario, which was actually mitigated by just that one friend helping out. So this is great. All right, that's sorry. As I was saying earlier, I'm very happy with the way it ended. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm glad that that was actually more of a headspace that we're in that was actually mitigated by someone, just that one person who actually saw them and who actually felt the pain and decided, you know what, I need to go speak to this person and let's see what things are. I need to talk to him and hang out with him and see how it goes. And it ended well. I really love the message from the song, which is ironic. I know I was talking more about the music video than the actual song, but I actually like the sound from Five Finger Dead Punch. Very interesting name, I have to say. It's actually quite interesting. I love the rockness, and it sort of switches between heavy rock and slow rock, or sort of more of a transition between ballad rock and heavy riff. And it's an interesting song. The message is fantastic. It's talking about seeing, I guess, seeing. You need to pay attention, see the other person, and just by seeing them, you can actually help them, do better. So that was fantastic. That was a fantastic ending. I am very happy that that's how it did, and it didn't end tragically. It was a hopeful message, See, check out the warning sign. It's a PSA. That's what it is. It's like they're warning signs that it's not the same, but they're different kinds of warning signs. Just take a look at them, see it, and make an effort to change things. So that was great. Anyway, with that said, This is your boy Jack. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Let you know when I drop a new vid. Don't forget to leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to react to. If you've got nothing to say, just say hey. And as I said, if you disagree with what I said in this reaction video, please don't hesitate to leave it down in the comments below. All I ask is that you be constructive about it, and that would facilitate exchange of ideas, so which is great. Everyone grows. We learn from information exchange, which is always fantastic. With that said, this is your boy Jack. Y'all take care, and I'll catch you on the flip side.